Hey guys, Theaterguy here, and welcome to Server Searcher. I'm here to look at Minecraft servers and see if they have what it takes. Let's go from login to rage quit with my first server, TFG20minecraft faction server. This server is hosted by a YouTuber who goes by the name TFG20minecraft, and it's a server I've been playing on for a while. And so I personally have some good sides and bad sides to this. But let's join server and see what it has. First, we're going to talk about the gameplay, like any other server. You have your spawn, which is not the same spawn I started to since this server has gone through some changes, but it's a good spawn nonetheless. Cake if you're hungry, and a nice little area where you can't hurt anybody and they can't hurt you. So it looks nice. So once you're in, you can it's a faction server, so there are groups. You can either choose to join an existing faction or create your own faction. If you know how faction servers work, or for you, I'm still trying to figure this one out. I created my own faction by just messing around, figuring it out, and I've gone with it from there. Once you create a faction, you go out and you do what you do. Oh, I should note, when you spawn, when you first log in, I should say. Hello up there. When you first log in, you get started off with a full set of iron armor and some basic materials to start with, and then you get to go out. Once you leave a certain area of this, it becomes deadly. Just double check and see who's on. You'll see once I leave a certain distance, it should say war zone. This is not a safe place to be. And if I go a bit further, it should say wilderness. Now, wilderness means anybody can build, anybody can do whatever. And so yeah, if I go to my faction home, and so you're able to do a lot of things on this server, like I said. Basically, once you start, it's just like a normal multiplayer server, except for you have basically groups. This is what I've done so far by myself on this server. My faction is built this house and have a giant tree. So yeah, out in the middle of the ocean. Yeah. So yeah, it's basically just like any normal survival server, except for a few things. One, it has the MMO add-on, which means you level up in fighting, unarmed, armed, mining, chopping down trees, growing plants. You can level up and all that. And so it's really nice. Factions, again, you can have wars with other factions. You can do raids, which I am pretty far away. I think I'm over 3,000. I can't remember how many blocks away I am from spawn, but I believe spawn is in that direction. So yeah, you can go pretty far, you can stay pretty close, and you can invite members to your faction. So if you want to join this server and join my faction, if you don't care, it is it's the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic faction. Why? Because I can. So, play rate is good. You get to build, you get to do raids, you get to do all that. So it's pretty good. I give the play rating. I give it the rating of iron. Now, any good server needs to have people. Time to talk about the players. Now, this just may be me, but the players here they're okay. Some of them are really great. You get to have great conversations with them. You get great info. You get great feedback. But before I built this, I had another place before the server restarted. It's still going through some tests, so yeah. I had another place, and people wanted to see my project, so okay, I let them over to see my project. They said, good job, and they left. Next time I logged on, my place was totally griefed. That's what I get for trusting other players. But again, that just may be me. It is a faction server, so yeah, I can see why that goes, but I didn't have much. So yeah. If you come on, just be wary of other players. They have great ideas, great conversations, great people. Just don't invite them into your house. So yeah. Other than that, they're pretty cool. I give the player rating gold. So, if you like a small server, there's only about usually I've seen 5 people who come on and off regularly. There are about 5 people who come regular. And so, if you want to get your friends together and come join this small server, have your own faction, and TFG does judging things. He'll come, since he's a YouTuber, he'll come. He'll give a brief description of your faction and your base, and he'll put up on YouTube for judge. And so, if you want to be in the next judging, when he does that, mine was in one. I think it's still being judged back before the server restarted, so it was my big building. But yeah, if you want to come, just hang out with friends, meet some nice people, come ahead. Servers will be in the description, so yeah. And thank you guys for watching. If you have a small Minecraft server that you want me to search, let me know, either in my description, or you can send me it through my Tumblr or Facebook page. And I've been Theaterguy, you've been my audience, and this has been Server Searcher. See you all later.